Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And we should be in for something very special.
And now, lining up for Egypt.
How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
The action has already started. Elneny. Pressing high and with purpose. Oh no, what? And the shots! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Zimbabwe, after 4 minutes, is number 26.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. It's a good foot in there. Elneny. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Salah. Threads one in. Zamora. That has not gone well. And he was quick to react. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Foot in. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And it's Elneny. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Trezeguet has a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Egypt are behind here, despite their domination of possession.
Egypt really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Nice looking ball, neatly clipped into space, and he's gone looking for safety. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Off the post!
Zimbabwe really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Looking to play him in. And no, that was never going to make it. Mohamed Salah. Strong running down that left flank. Pass somewhat off target. Nakamba. Nakamba. Out to the left it goes. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Short changes him with that pass. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And they're on him in a flash. Played out towards the right wing. Can he spark a counter here? Marmoush. Looking for a runner. Now it's Trezeguet. And it's Salah. In with the challenge. Zamora. He's on it. Can he get away? El Neni. Oh, it's come loose. Trezeguet. For El Neni. It's a pretty loose pass.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's gone for goal! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And that is as far as they're going to go. El Neni does well to get it back. Trezeguet. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he latch on to this? That's a corner kick. Egypt with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's in a great position here. Oh, gets the shot away! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And this is Mohamed Salah. And it's Salah. Oh, sweet feet. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Now, can they get him away? Spread neatly. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's there to retrieve it. Trezeguet. And it's El Neni.
Well,
they could break here.
Added time.
Oh, that's a key interception. Salah. And that interception was most net. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
There's the start of the second half.
Egypt can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Nicely worked. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Aimed beyond the defence. Mohamed Salah. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! Egypt are level. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Number 7.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
Nakamba. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Egypt are down to 10 men. It's a searching pass, and this is Marmoush. Good claim, no margin for error there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
And he's had a hit! That had everyone off their seats.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Mohamed Salah chips it through. Zamora.
The attendance for this match was 80,607.
Good ball, good take. And the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Nice sequence. Shot at goal! Goal! Egypt! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Egypt take the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's made its way to him.
Zimbabwe really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He won't be happy with that one. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that's a good ball. Shifted it to the flank. And this is Marmoush. Takes a shot! Oh, taken with style. And there's the goal they've been looking for. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded it.
He's going for goal! No, not quite.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Egypt have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Looking for the run. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
El-Neni. Now it's Trezeguet, and this is Marmoush. Well timed, excellent interception. Nakamba. Zamora. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's intervened well there. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Nice control. That's a throw. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
El-Neni. That's Trezeguet. No, that's been intercepted. Marmoush. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Thinks about the shot. Nakamba. Out for a throw. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. A probing pass. And that has been knocked clear. El Neni has created one goal already. And he's taking no chances there. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's having a go! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
El Neni looking to play him in. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And it's Salah. Looking here to chip it through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. El Neni claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.